Hey everybody, this is John, chess student, back again with another game I played a couple of days ago against minsf1. I have no idea how that's supposed to be pronounced. Anyway, this was a much higher rated player, 1889. I lost this game and it was not pretty. Let me just get started here. And this, the computer tells me, whoops, the computer tells me is the Vienna Gambit because I have to make a choice as to whether to take this pawn or not, and I decided not to take it. So I develop with knight c6. Now watch what happens to me. F takes e5, attacking the knight. I take the pawn back. This turned out to be a mistake because now black sets up these two center pawns in the center and gains another tempo against my knight because I'm forced to move the knight. I can't take the attacking pawn on d4. So where do I move the knight? Well, the only square he can move to safely is really here. Now that's not necessarily true. He could go to g4. The queen can't attack because the square is also defended by the knight on f6. But if I went there, then black could, or white, excuse me, could develop with moves like, well, that's not a developing move, but it harasses the knight and forces the knight to move. Also moves like bishop e2, right? And then this knight would come under attack. So I just move the knight back. Advancing the pawn, attacking this knight again. These two pawns are very strong. I move the knight back to g8. Couldn't go here. Couldn't go here because it would have been taken, simply. So let's see. I'm having trouble with my mouse. It's not, my mouse is not working. Come on, there we go. Alright, knight f3, just developing and defending the center, this center, right. So I pin the knight, bishop b4, couldn't find anything better. May have to change the batteries in this mouse. Probably should have checked that before I started this. Bishop c4, defending and attacking the f7 pawn. Now, this f7 pawn is going to become very, very important in just a moment. Come on, mouse. Sorry. I may have to stop this, and there we go. All right, this move, d5, I understood that white could do this and take the pawn, which he did, and then I took back with the queen. Now, white is still ahead, still has advantages, but I thought that this helped me get ahead, not ahead, but helped me kind of equalize a little bit in the center in development, because now I've got 3 pieces out, along with white's 3 pieces. White has this center pawn on d4. I don't have any center pawns left, so white still has an advantage, definite advantage. But I thought this helped me out a little bit. Turns out it didn't help me at all because of white castles. And I played here because I was anticipating, an attack. But white hits the queen. Now the queen moves back to its original square. So now I've lost the tempo. I moved the queen right back to where she started. So I've lost anything that I might have gained. And now knight g5. And once I realized what happened here, I gave up hope because this pawn is going down. There's no way I can defend. I could try this, but if I do that, then white, let's see, how did I have that figured out? White can just take here. and now this bishop is very strong and can't really be gotten out of the way. Come on. Things aren't working right for me today. That's the move I actually did. White could do this. And then I play here. And then here, forking these two pieces. Or if he wants to win the pawn, he can just take, right, attacking the queen. And also this pawn on c7, right. So it's just, things are very bad. So I ended up castling. And because I thought, okay, well, this way, when white takes the pawn on f7, I'll just lose the exchange. Well, that's not all that happened. He takes with the knight, I take, he takes. This puts me in a discovered attack. Oops. Okay. And so now there are threats like rook takes e7 check, and so on. I play king h8, that's my only move. Queen f3. Piling up on this file. Right? Bishop f5, this is just desperate, trying to cut off the communication between these two pieces. It's guarded by the knight, so it can't be taken. But, you know, this is just getting bad. Harassing this bishop, which is undefended and is also an attacking piece. He moves back. Now he's attacking the f5 bishop, and it is now in peril. I take it, trade, and now I thought, okay, I've got queen d5 hitting this, and I thought that I had helped myself, even though the knight is defended. You know, he has to deal with the rook, but I didn't think black could take because of the bishop, but it turns out, sorry, white, I'm out of it. I should redo this video. White can take the knight because now, watch what happens here. I miss knight takes c7, and now it's just over. I play here, 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 and after bishop e3, I just resigned. So this goes back to the very opening. I misplayed the opening badly. Let white have a very strong early advantage, and it worked in white's favor. He got a crushing attack on the f7 square, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. So that's the game. Sorry for the mess-ups and the mishaps and all that. It's been a long day, and my mouse wasn't working correctly. But if you have any comments, questions, advice, anything like that, please feel free. And if you would like a PGN copy of any of the games that I put on here, just get me your email, and I'd be glad to email you a copy of the PGN file if you want to use it in ChessBase or whatever, and to look at and whatever. So, until the next game or the next basic lesson, which will be coming up pretty soon, by the way, if you're watching the basic chess lessons as well. Until next time, this is John, chess student. See you next time.